So this is what you get when you decide to come to HEMAN. When you feel that this is where you come from, this is where your ancestors hail from, and you want to come back home and get immersed into the culture, this is what you get when you decide to come to HEMAN. So please, let's put our hands together again for the royal drummers and the dancer as well. So at this point in time, I need to turn my attention to the linguist, and then we'll proceed from here. Okay. Okay. At this point in time, Nana and his elders wants us to come and greet them. Then we will take our seat, and afterwards, they will ask us our mission. So from right here, I want all of us to be upstanding and then walk towards me. At this point in time, Nana and his elders want to reciprocate our kind gesture. So please, I think Nana will delegate somebody to come and then exchange the pleasantries that we extended to them. Thank you. What he just saw was the linguist who, through Nana, was seeking authority from Nana to access what our mission was. Under normal circumstance, we had to tell them why we are here. Maybe we were chased by wild animals. Maybe we missed our way. Probably we are seeking for something that we think that they could be of help to us. So that is their request to us, what our mission is. Why are we here? I usually would like to. Where's Grandma? Okay, good. So I will call on Grandma to come and tell us what our mission is. May Freya opinion or domination na obechere nyina yenti ayewo. Your friend only opinion friend Madam Betty.
So our mission is many. One is to return to our ancestral home here in Africa and to reconnect with our people. So the opportunity to meet you and to meet your families is a great experience for all of our members within this tour. A second piece is to do the naming ceremony, to go through the process of getting their African names, something that they did not have an opportunity to do when they were born. So that's another aspect. A third aspect is to support the people. And so we come bearing gifts for children and to support the education, because we understand education is important for all of us, and that our young children learn and have an opportunity to have a strong income and to support their families in the future. And so education is an important aspect of that. Fourth aspect is to support the economy. So we come and we're going to have the hotels, and so all the infrastructure supports us while we're here. So we're going to shop and spend and give back from a financial standpoint to our local communities here in Africa. And then also just to meet people and to build relationships. So often when we come, the members within our groups meet local individuals and relationships are born. And those relationships can be different varieties. One can be friendships, and the other ones become permanent as far as maybe a husband and wife come together. That happens as well. So a future of building that connection. So we are excited to be here today and to continue this opportunity of reconnecting with our brothers and sisters here in Africa. Thank you.
I'm saying, yeah, my American say, or say, the ancient Mohan say, Sabi, Quine, Mufa, so and I'm a copy, a man on it was said, or young for an omen, so Madame would Befi. Into your some Befi, and say, HEMAN, a fee. If it's almost one, a woman, yes, Aquaniana, Senayana, yet 2 yen, Omania. Omania Aquania. Lintina, Baha. That also means when they say, Omoban, Oman Bassa, Oman from Sam Pass, Sam Passa, Bamba say, Oma Church near my year school, Kola, Momoko school, penny pencils, number beginning in Asana, a Fibia Moba, Omoyano, a face so Omoba, support Navy, so that hotels me, or Mexicana, almost spending Tina, one, a face of Mujidi sales, so Moba Haswa, can't, Namfoye, Bebim, Bisubishi. If I find me Brisson, Tomji say, and Winty, Saquine wing now, and a Namsun Tia, and not on my pianti. Now some crocodile, and I'm so opera, some Dimaka, Missing.
I have to apologize. The reason, one of the other reasons that we're here is because of KHLOE KARES. So KHLOE Thompson, stand up. Next time we're going to get you to do this. But KHLOE, as you know, has actually installed a borehole here at one of your schools several years ago. And so KHLOE has really inspired us as well to come back and to focus on Ghana for supporting the school children, as well as she's got a passion for boreholes at schools so the children have clean water and toilet facilities. So KHLOE is also the reason that drives us to come back each time that we come. In fact, this is her tour program, KHLOE KARES. Thank you, KHLOE.
And the no kind and Nankasiti can and Nankan, okay, and say, Biruna Mukaila. I'm so 9 years spent on Onya, I think can say opposite what man for Tonini, my mum didn't come. And Ghana, and in Miami Briana, Holomoya someone, Omoko man for. So who be crashes at Vienna on Yedu and India. I say, community, no Yamba one shape, a man, my washer. Now, thereby, what I command say, or call me, or ye a 2 Buddha, more than one nippy. Now, Omomuni soon, Omonyami. Inti buy about Hakra, whatever I put it at school, I was 20. Buy and or nunti, or nunti, and I'm paying for a canina dinachi. Say, oh, Bahadia, and a biddy which in Yaba. Nani, I'll pay ya, a man 14 can do, and yes, we are teen, I yes, you be which in the biddy, and so a bit mania, dinner, yet the mamma, you to be and tea, paying for, say, Motia, yes, so the interior the buyer, and make a crab market. I mean, I must say. And Nana and his people have indeed welcomed us. I don't know if maybe Chief Nana will have something to say, but because of the nature of the weather, we cannot spend too much time in going back and forth. So I'll just have to seek clearance from the linguist, and then we'll proceed straight to the name, then we'll do the next one. So give me a second. Okay, the chief priest, I like to call him the chief priest, here will be leading us in the naming ceremony. Of course, as I explained to you, there are certain customs and traditional things that we need to observe before the names are given to us. And if you look to your left, you'll find a table covered with printed kente. All the needed items are underneath this point. So at this point in time, I have to call those of you who will be having the names
You will come and then line up this way on my right, and then the chief priest will come and then let us know what we need to do. So first of all, we see this clean water. This water will be part of all the process. Which may be
with red oil. This is what we eat anytime we are celebrating our birthday. With the inception, before the inception of cake and all that, we didn't know cake. This was what we had. And anytime anybody celebrates their birthday, it will be cooked at home and all of us will participate with it. So we have that. Again, we still have, as I mentioned, clean bottled water. We have plastic cups here. Clean, that is what we will be using. We also have alcoholic beverage called Casapreco. That will also play a role, just so that you know. But all of this function will be led by the chief priest, who will do all this for us. So, and also we have the honey here as well. That's the last portion of it that we will have as well. So, those of you who will be taking part of this naming ceremony, I will first call your names, then you'll come and line up over here. Maya Yani Kepler. Second one is Charlie Julian Weissman. Katina Latrine Holiday. Elaine Womack McCain. Chanel Hunt. Elizabeth Cook Florida. And Anita Zanzibar. Yep. Garcia. I like the Garcia. Thank you. Okay, good. So right now, the chief priest takes center stage. As I mentioned, they'll be doing some cleansing right now. Then we have the white clay. The white clay, usually it is used on us when you have gained victory, when you have success. So it's usually they will have 2 marks on your forehead or on your shoulder, either 2 or 1 mark. So it just indicates that. So when it's done, he also apply that. So at this point in time, the chief priest will do that. just going to have a bit of water poured into your cup. That's sealed water, so the chief priest will be doing that. Just a little bit, and drop it down. A little bit of water, that's it.
You have to drink it.
The next step will be the table. Make sure you get an egg. Every day. I had some last week. If you eat this, there's no need to have a cake for your birthday. Maybe you can have two as the most preferred dish from Garcia. This year. Eat it every day. Every day is good. You're supposed to even leave a bowl of water at home. We believe that the ancestors are with us. They visit us every day. So your way of showing gratitude is to leave the food available. Even though you might come back, see the food untouched, the belief is that spiritually it has been consumed. So you being hospitable to the ancestors, and so it is an indication that as you eat, you believe that there's an extension of help from them to you. So you are also offering that to them. So that is what the chief priest did. So some home nowadays, the modern homes don't do, but the olden days, that's what you sprinkle some food or some water that you wanna. Media, sorry. Please come. All right, let me have your water.
KHLOE are not listening. Right.
Within the Abana Wampo, we are Asrini. Asrin for one now.
Question is a banana.
Asrini.
All right, so that's your family member. He's taking you to your seat. Mr. Charlie, let's go right in front of that.
Your name is Kwajo Wahen. Kwajo Wahen Asachi.
Wait.
I don't know number. No. So I'm going to move.
Ya 9:30 wa. 9:30.
Aswana.
Watch me my front camera. No 4%. Oh, they be here. They feel my
Abena nyako. Ayuko. Number be on from. Oh, remember do number from. Aguna.
Abulobi ofie biara omfam kochia no. No mo so mo na bi wa ha.
Yemanfo madaroma se moju oma wa tu no eyenton nti efiri akwa obia mfa ne busuani enko ne fie nkochia efie mpanifo omumu se ampa omaba eman ha
Efiri ha edombo konso mu ho na amamle bi wo ha ya amomo edombo nyina ase na menka obi bia ho.
Onye sisi efiri ha ebe konsuo na amamre ni amaniye bia no ya amomo ansana yefiri ha akọ.
Is linguist, and that is how it works. All that Nana said was that he was very, very happy that we came here again. He chose here, and he's very happy that Lisa. You know that we have brothers and sisters at home who have now realized that HEMAN is their town. So he charged the people that haven't gone through this, they must take you to their homes so that they can go and greet people at home so that they will know that they have siblings, friends, and families like you available. When you leave here, talk about HEMAN, Don't be afraid to walk within the town. Take HEMAN as your own. Walk with the HEMAN and preach about HEMAN. But know that this is your home. So anytime you come together, feel free and then come home because this is your home. But they are very grateful that we chose HEMAN. We are very grateful that we gave them the opportunity to get you through this process and also know that today they've given you a name that indeed reflects where you belong. So they are very, very grateful. At this point, and when we are done, we will be led by the chief priest. He will take us to the ancestral river where we have to perform some rites, prayers, and when we are done, no, first we'll go to the ancestral house, and then we'll have to write our names. Prayers will be said by the elders, and then from there we'll proceed to the river as well. Then we'll do prayers, and when we're done, we'll come back here. So basically that is it.
Mamma is no, Papa Kurisa, a true, and so, I'm going to do an answer from Mamma and son, and I and so, the drama I never need. And then, and I know what Muslim America. No more money in United States. If you ask me now, more than no move to Ghana, could be outside Maha. What is your new move? Now I'm all more move you quick. More what my year. More for swap. No more between our fire, put your from Ghana. And then you didn't go to a brother. Or move on and tell you almost a video. I can't be able to any sign. Now I'm able to move. So we buy and move to a much Baba and move on to then we say, and someone you move it my number. Now I'm going to control, and I'm my name and control. And I'm as soon as I can get away and then we'll have mine. And I'm going to tell you, when you put on TV, I'm not so much up by myself. Thank you, my honey, and you pay for body and I know. Musiano. So much at so much the eye and any we ask for. Then we some way and some way. For the air, and send me to here. Don't tell us you can get a second way and some way. One can't stop. Yeah, I don't know.
What we said, what act of pouring libation at the same time offering prayers to ancestors. Ancestors are people who once led a good life and we believe they are in the land of the living. They are more or less like intermediaries between the living and the supreme being. So to the African, the belief is that if we have to pray to the supreme being, it goes through the ancestors. And there were certain names that he mentioned. And not everybody qualifies to become an ancestor. Let a bad life, no, you are not an ancestor. It's only the good ones that the names were mentioned. Ultimately, he talked about blessings for the for those who are alive, for HEMAN, for yourself, and all that we do. That any bad thing that will come on towards should be taken off your path. So ultimately, that was what the prayer meant. So I have the parents over here is meant for you to write your names. Write your names. Write your names. That's another one. You can write your name on any part of the wall that you want. And when we are done, we'll go to the ancestral record. Your name was your the name that's given to you. So I have it. So I have it on my phone. So I'll just help you. You have the you're here. So yours says yeah, Nyanti. Yeah. Right there. I'm coming, I have it. I'll give it. And you can tell them to do it. Have you raised me? Who else do you have? Yeah. Do you have yours? Do you have yours? No. No.
I remember y'all. That's the only part I remember from your name. What happened, babe? Oh, my phone. Oh. Oh no, I have it. I'll do it. I'll do it. And then today's date. It is 6/24/20. She came out and she started dancing. I was like, yeah, that's all. We is proud. No wonder we're the same. We fight.
And then the date.
You can put your next date.
6/24.
Okay. Here we are.
Yeah, honey. Me?
I'm so funny, Charlie.
So, your name is Olivia, so A-F-R. And then A-K-Y. A-M. P-O-N. And then the date is 6/24/20. Thank you.
So now we are taking a group photo with the chiefs from the temple.
That's me. You're taking a picture. That's a two young one. We need to put it in. Nana, no, from real.
Oh, okay. So you have to scratch up to put it like put it right here.
Boss. Hello. You have to be there.
Hans, I think you're a little bit taller, so if you can go behind.
Everybody ready? Put it in the bar.
Okay, 0.5 now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1 more.
I can do some better. What in our family for the medical? Your friend is on power of my country. It didn't throw me there. And I tell me for the medical. Okay, my name is Nukanami, the Pentameca, who brought from me. waiting. Very now, I'm shooting from one who if you are coming, careful. I saw it. So now, fast one. I'm making a chance on your careful. Anna.
Say yeah, say yeah, how be a couple will be but naturally.
Calf name move your back.
Oh, you between the bar, I'm a home play near the amount.
What's that? All right. So what the chief priest will be doing is to, first of all, we are here for him to pray for all of us, and also to pray in support of your intentions, things that you want to do. If also you have any burden that needs support, he will offer those prayers in that direction. So when he is done, then he will give you a cup each, and then you offer the prayer in the cup, then you come and you pour in it. So it will be one after the other after he's done his prayer.
Oh, you don't want to your own soul. As I say, I begin. As you are in a super business, I'm another business. I'm going to my business. The thing of what the business, I was near some of the thing was saying. Oh, as when it's what I would do, what I would do. You're saying to my men for a little, me and I say what I would want. What you mean, and then we appear to use our answer. And our woman, and then you have a opinion. Dear Dick, I want a woman, or Mrs. Sabi. Move a woman, no matter who you do. Here they come, Mr. Penyamo, Mr. Bunyamo, upon Sunday. The moment you need to be a fool, who will have my money, who will be accountant. Here, we have much what you do, you are what Mapua. I am a what our woman, here they come, Sir Penyani Bunyani upon Sanama Kurura, and an impending for my pension in what our woman. And I don't want to say your son Tatratu, something previous, I broke the Baha, no more pass or more go Munchi. Actually, no people have a bow month, what a woman, what a woman. And a more best and no more was what you are the actual. And sense so, the moon, I know. What our woman, your so have been some Belgium and four on Amaya, I didn't credit, I didn't cover it. Also, press to Sarah, Naka and possess a bit, and I'm not never afraid of you, so I want sign and penny food. Now, Fuba Kuruna, no, no, dear. About Paso, up with what you Tiao, and I'll be 1 year Tiao. I mean, I can say, hey, woman, you have brought a fire and then you'll be 1 year to woman, dear. I'm ranting in 50 but in Papa, if I can, I'm going to Sasabi and Penny Friend was young from the Roman for Pronto most of the other woman, when I was 7 months, what you mean? I know I can't show. When I'm in the woman, some other woman. What did no one to my one? I'm at the UPPI, when I work and go to the Dukan and then with you, I'm not going to most trouble to
nsuo nyina so ada wo me duru me san gina mo bi ada wo ma ose ka se boye money mpirinu saa na wona na nsuo aka na kuma so ade nyina ade a kyerɛ wo ada wo ma dombo an na de o hwe bia na nsamta na kuma so ade bi o pe bia enkumu ma no ada wo ma ne mo bone ko ka ne nkuso bi tuta na ne de o tena na ade na yitan so nyina so ada worma me sɛ gyina hɔ pie ada worma ka sɛ boye money mpirinu saa na oba anyema so aka na kuma so ade nyina akyerɛ wo so ada worma nsu a na nsu nsa na nsa de o hwehwɛ bia ma ne mmere mma no na akyi na sɛ de wɔn ko ase dade mmere ne mo bɔne ko ka ne ko sɛ ne nguase nto de o ma ne ko nkɔmɔ so abu tutu
ya ma ne mmere nka
ya ma ne mpirinu Sɛ nyina so ada worma odi hye nso aka na numa asɛm nyinaa de agu nsan so ada worma nsu a na nsu nsa na nsa de ɔhwɛ bia wada worma ama na bɛma ma na mmom nipa bɔnefoɔ osi akwan odutu nu ɛka ne nko so okura bɛyie na ɔso ɔde bɛsɛe ne bi a ɔhwɛ nyinaa de wofɛ mu anaa ne n'adi sɛ nyina so ada worma edu ada worma so me sai gyina hɔ bi mɛyɛ waa wo na na wo sɛ bi na kuma so asɛm nyinaa na waka de akyerɛ wo wada worma de ɔhwɛ bia wadom aboa na ma na kɔtɔ te ama no bɔnefoɔ baabɔnsam bɛadwamanfoɔ bɛmborɔnsam ɔnamaya agyentrɛ do agyentrabrɛ ka ne nko sɛ deɛ ɔhwehwɛ ɛmma mu ma na deɛ wofiri bakuru mu anaa ne n'adi sɛ gyina so ada worma edu ada worma so na na so sɛ gyina hɔ so ada worma ɔsrɛ wɔ mu ɔsrɛ wɔ so na kuma so adeɛ nyinaa na waka de akyerɛ wɔ ada worma na wona wonim dɔ mu asɛm deɛ ɔhwɛ bia wadom aboa no ama ne nsa aka wada worma sɛ yɛ adeɛ sɛ yɛ wuo ɔpa afiri hɔ ama na mmom bɔnefoɔ ɛka ne nko sɛ deɛ wɔn akoma so nyinaa waka akyerɛ no ɔsɛ ɔbɛda ne ɔsi afan deɛ wosori pakoro mu anaa ne n'adi
that's my man.
sɛ nyina so ada worma edu ada worma so na na ɔno so aka na kuma so adeɛ nyinaa de akyerɛ wo sɛ penya no wɔpa aboa no apa ahosa ne mɛma n'anim fɛ mɛma no so si na kuma so adeɛ bi a ɔhwɛ bi a wadom aboa no ma no bɛ na mmom nipa bɔnefoɔ ɔsi akwan ɔdutumi ɛka ne nko sɛ deɛ ɔhwɛ biara mɛma ne ma no ma no na wonya no nsere no deɛ kɔbrante wofiri bakuru mu anaa no adi ama ɛhu so bibi a ɔbɛ abie no yɛkata akyiri pɛ yɛbɔ mpaeɛ kata Oh, so you to that would be good. That would be so. What is she in a commercial in a amount? You want you to be fresh. Yeah, funny say for the money town when she was that woman. Yeah, they can be sleeping on my air by hanging a Mr. Apam Sunny. No more be an infra, no more be a suicide. Or be a dear beer, or you be a what the Mabwana, my dear Napo. Sabi will be a demand for Catholic Free, what they teach in the poor and as a can and so I didn't approve the Kobe Yoko. I know I never put to see what never consume, but I'm not in a room. I can't say one year, Tiano, separate the 10% of the income on by India. And then if I could just a way in internet, this one, this way, just wait behind it. If I cross with one, maybe I'm going to be all the dinner, and I
That's your brew. That's your yama.
This ends this chapter of the ceremony. So at this point in time, we can walk back, and we are going to the museum. We just walk past the museum while we're heading here. So I'll lead you to that museum, spend some time, and then we'll take the rest. Thank you. Okay. There are several of them, but this is the very first one. So you can follow the man ahead of you. River found in this town. Okay. Crossing the first river found in this town. We are crossing the first river that was found in this town.
All right.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Thank you.
What we see here is a creation of an example of the several markets and slave markets dotted in Ghana along the slave route from the north down to the south. There are indications that indeed Ashanti region was one of such places where most of them moved through. But our difficulty is to identify the exact spot. But there were several markets found in Ashanti region. As a result of that, this is HEMAN's area of indicating that there were slave markets through here. But what you see there is a creation of the slave ships where our forefathers were gotten into before they were shipped to the Americas and the other places. So this is the first phase, as you see. I'm sure if we should come back again, it will be completed and it will give a clear indication of what is actually standing. But this is to give an indication that it was how our forefathers were packed into the ships before they were sent to the Americas. If you come to where I am, you'll find some feet over there and some heads. Because some of us you can go in and have a look.
Come in. You can come. This is how they suffered to arrive in the States.
Wow.
Where we are is a land that has been dedicated for our forefathers, brothers and sisters, who have decided that when they pass away, or if they should pass away, they should be brought back home. It is here. Ghana doesn't have a place dedicated for such intentions. What we have is a HEMAN, so which is a place for the Emancipation Day celebration, and also to recognize two bodies that were exhumed from the Americas and the US and brought to that area through the Cape Coast Castle and all that. But what is happening right now, this is a land that has been dedicated by the chief of HEMAN to have our brothers and sisters from the Americas who would decide that if they pass away, they should bring their ashes back to here to be buried. And this area here is dedicated for that. Well, the first person over here, I've seen the last name is Bobby. But what you see, you are the first people who are getting used to this, who are seeing this for the first time. And the whole place will be recreated to fit it properly, so that those who have the intention and want to do something like that will have a place to come home. So this is just for you to know. Now that you are citizens of HEMAN, after you have clocked 85 years and 90, you can write as part of your will that when I pass at this age, I want my ashes to be brought back home, so you have a place to go. Are there any questions, please? Meditation. Indeed, it is very necessary, because you will need time, since you are saying goodbye to your loved one. You will need a place for yourself to kind of let the whole emotions that you find yourself through to sink down, by having some quiet time of yourself to be able to do some remembrance and see, or go back to memory and see how best how your relationship with the person has been. So you need a place to do that. So this will be a place dedicated for that. But also know that places like this, what they try to call the bamboo orchestra thing, it has been with us all these years. When our forefathers needed a place to discuss issues concerning the towns or issues happening within the town, they need places like this. They play games like Hawaii, and at the same time they'll discuss issues with the hope that they will arrive at amicable solution, which has always been the case. So places like this is no news at all. But if the chiefs and people in HEMAN have found it proper to do this, I think they deserve every commendation. And come probably the next 2 years, when you come, this will be a different area altogether, a different thing altogether. All right. Thank you. Okay. I have mentioned to you in all our travels that Ghana used to be the first exporter of cocoa before our position was taken over by our neighboring countries. I told you what cocoa has been for us in terms of foreign exchange. Those who made money by selling cocoa, where cocoa have been produced, etc. Ashanti region is one of the places, as I mentioned to you. So what you're seeing, this is the cocoa pod. This is how a cocoa pod looks like. If you crack open this, you get a seed like this, but it has a white jelly around it. You can lick it. We usually lick it every day, and then when we are done, we throw it up. So if you should dry the fresh one to this stage, it is from this that the companies will process to get your chocolate. The white chocolate, the other chocolate, you get the milk from this, and you have to process this. At the same time, the back of this is what is processed to get your black soap. Yeah, to get your black soap. So all this goes through scientific. Remember, we drove through an area and I said that is where the Cocoa Research Center is located. So this is also another addition to the product which is being created over here. But then again, you get to see the cocoa plant. Then you see how important cocoa is to us. There are several byproducts in Ghana from this. Several byproducts. But most people don't know so a lot. Now, yesterday you saw some of this in the hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And to let you know that we have everything, we have everything in Ghana here that if you should give it a lot of attention, you'll be able to create something for yourself, beauty like that. And these are things that we used to create in the villages. When you go to the villages, of course, rapia palm and all that was used to when you have your kitchen, if you want to cord off your neighborhoods and all that, we use this. And this thing, whether it rains or shine, that's what survives. So for information, this is the cocoa seed, right? Beans. And there's several of this packed in towns and all that is exported out of the country, and that brings Ghana a lot of foreign exchange. Any questions, please? Why don't you ask me questions? Unknown 13 slave raiders who were on their way from the north down to the south. And then the ancestors from this town actually intercepted them. There was a fight and they were all killed. So these are the grave of those unknown slave raiders who were sending the enslaved Africans down to the south. Again, as I said, Ghana's history is rich in these areas, and there's a lot. If we have to do research, we'll find tons and tons of markets. Tons and tons of market. Depending on where you come from, if you're going down the east, you find your way all the way to the Volta region. It's through the central to the west. It's through here, Cape Coast, and down to the castle. Thank you. The three botanical gardens. The guide will talk about Nyamidia and what Nyamidia does, and he said that our forefathers used Nyamidia has helped us medically and all that. And Nyamidias live long and they grow very tall. That's one of it. Oh wow. That's one of it over here. Yeah. It creates these spaces where sometimes, having traveled for a long time, people even rest in between it and what it does. I know that sometimes the villages, when you want to send messages, they hit it very hard with a certain rhythm, and if that rhythm is known within the locality, they will know that that's a message for me, or depending on where you are. So this is not only to say that the one in the botanical garden was specially created by C. You find it right here. Remember he talked about if you're in labor. Yeah, remember that? And let's say you need, when you take this, it will create a contraction that you can do. And also, in terms of several diseases that if you take this, it will work. And indeed, that has been the benefit to the forefathers of the people of the town. What's your step? What's wrong with it? Tell on, babe. Akwensuya. Right?
Yeah, Akwensuya.
At every full moon, which is 28 days. Years ago, there was a huge croc or crocodile that usually appears, but for some time, it stopped appearing. But ever since the current chief became the chief, when they started pouring libation or saying prayers through the ancestors, it has appeared once. So it has been regarded, it appears during the full moon, which is the 28 days. And I believe that the chief priest over here and Nana are the ones who do the performance. So I will not wish that if I come here with a group, I will see it here. I want to hope that by the time I come, it's gone. And then we can go. All right, so let's go. We are not able to watch it. We need.
Thank you. Oh, Lordy. No. I'm about to give out of breath.
Right.
I'll be like, we serve back.
Hey.
You can come.
She's a reptile.
Okay, this area will be dedicated for females who are playing an important role in the history of the state. So we'll have all the aspects of females in this particular area. The next chamber is going to represent or will be a replica of how the olden tools were. Before the coming of the Europeans, how tools were created. That will be the next chamber will replicate that. So this is for historical females to the historical. On your lights. Your light. And watch your head, watch your head, watch your head, watch your head.
It's the cuckoo. Huh? The cuckoo. That me, but I'm sorry. I feel like I'm in a jam. It's like a Spanish boogeyman.
This dome-like tomb or cemetery was usually the royal kind of cemetery. There's one close to our hotel. I'll show you. It's a huge building. But Ashantis no longer bury their dead ones there because the city have expanded. And years ago, if a loved one died, you bury them close to your house. So it was later that the community decided we need to have an area for our dead ones to be buried. But there was a whole practice and a manner of burying the dead ones. So this is actually going to resurrect we just resurrect all the idea behind how the Ashanti kings were being buried first. So I hope by the time we're done this, we'll speak volumes and we'll give proper picture as to what it all looks like, please. The next chamber, as we're going to bend down, please, bend your head as we go.
Oh no! Oh, sorry.
This will be the chamber from chief priests. Chamber from chief priests. All the chief priests, the ones that represent, and that's what.
It's pouring now.
And that is going to be for the various plans. This will represent the various plants and their symbols will be in this room. The various plants. So here, if Nana passed away, whoever is the chief passed away, this will be the room that will be laid. And again, as I said, it's all a way to showcase how it is done. So this room will be dedicated for that, and it will be done traditional wise. So there are 7 herbs that they use. How they embalm the body in tradition, that's how it will be done here. So this room will be solely dedicated for that purpose. This next to move to the appropriate place. But let's stand right now. This is the Queen Mother of Ashanti, Naya Santua. Queen Mother of Ashanti, or Queen Mother of Ajusu. But Ajusu represents Ashanti, so she descends. But his place was Ajusu, but she represented the Ashanti Kingdom. Remember, she was the one who waged the war against the British in the year 1900. Of course, I said when he did, there was around 69 for those, but she gave up. The good thing is that the British will not take away the old so that's how come everyone who shows any trace of this woman, you are giving her name. Asantua, Asantua, Asantua. And this is Okubuwari, the first. In fact, he was one of the Ashanti kings who was actually captured, taken to Seychelles Island. And when he came back, he had received foreign education. There's a Rolls Royce close to the hotel belongs to him. And he actually led a crusade for Western education. In fact, he said it was the first. When he left here, he had gone for the war. He came wearing the shoes. Chiefs who helped to secure Ashanti Kingdom and stabilize Ashanti Kingdom. This room will be full of their statues, and the sword that represents the fighting spirit and the blood that was shed will be placed before each one of them. So you simply give the information beforehand before the will open this whole place. So probably next time when you come this to the whole please let's move to the next step.
I need to